name's Oscar Pelazon, and welcome to another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Sun's out, it's absolutely cracking day, spring day down here at South Trig Beach in front of the Surfing WA building. The beach is starting to get busy, heap of crew out in the water taking advantage of a few little waves, beautiful sunshine. But before I get involved in going and chasing a few little runners, I wanted to chat to you today about a course I did a few months back, right? And again, this is more bringing a surfing analogy back to business, right? I did a course with a crew called Shark Eyes, and it was a breath apnea course, right? And it was specific for surfing, which was awesome, right? And as I said, it was run by the team at Shark Eyes, Russell Lord and Shannon Worrell. Now, the purpose of the course was to improve our breath hold capability and confidence and comfort in the surf, specifically when we're going out in surf that's perhaps a bit bigger than we would normally go out in, right? And as a surfer, one of the things that has limited me in terms of my comfort in large surf was my breath hold, the fear of I'm going to get held down and I'm going to drown, right? And also, I often watch footage that comes out on the internet in Hawaii or down south at the right in WA or at Nazaré in Portugal, right? The guys are surfing 30 foot, 40 foot, 50 foot walls of water, right? And guys and girls, by the way. And like, these waves are the size of 5-story apartment blocks. And they're also waves with the power to provide energy to a small city for, 1 or 2 hours. And I always think, if you fell or that landed on you, these guys and girls should die. And yet, the guys and girls not just survive, but they thrive in those circumstances. They take beatings that you would not believe, and then they head back out for another round, right? Like crazy, right? Now, I want to stress, I don't have the balls, and I didn't do the course because I wanted to go and chase those ginormous waves, right? I didn't want to become a big wave Dave, as the guys called it, right? In fact, no one that did the course came with the ego, right? Or they didn't want that out of the course. Everyone wanted to just improve their breath hold, improve their performance, and improve the comfort in difficult situation in the surf. Now, Russell and Shannon did 2 things really well. Firstly, right, they set expectations of what we were going to do, and they set them clearly at the start. Secondly, they removed all ego from the equation, especially important for a group of middle-aged surfers who no doubt wanted to compete with each other to have the longest breath hold, right? And what they did to do that was to get us to focus on what we were there to learn, not the outcome. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Don't be attached to the outcome. Outcome takes care of itself once you train yourself in any circumstance, right? In any situation. And what I thought I would get out of it, which I got, and that was improving my breath hold, but the most important thing I got out of it was it reminded me of something I personally use every day, but I also use in my coaching practice, and that's mindfulness. Being present in the moment rather than drifting off into either the past, which we can't change and we don't recall accurately, or into the future, which we can't control either, right? Focus on what we are doing now and find ways to anchor yourself in the present to avoid your mind drifting off to other matters. In the case of being held underwater, worrying about what happens if we run out of oxygen, which results in panic and us using oxygen even quicker, right? What we were taught was to relax. The situation is rarely as bad as you think. Secondly, connect with your present moment anchor and stay focused on it. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the turbulence. And before you know it, the situation will pass and you will pop up in a better position and in a condition to deal with what is next. And the same applies to you in business. While the situations you get put in within your business are not life-threatening, that we often find ourselves in stressful situations, important situations that require us to make good decisions, to take the right action. When we are stressed, it has a negative impact on our ability to think clearly, stay focused, and make good decisions. So here's some things to do that will help you stay calm when you find yourself in a stressful situation. Firstly, pick a mindfulness anchor. For some, it's breath. For others, it's focusing on a physical sensation in the body. Or like me, you might focus something auditory, a sound, right? Whatever it is, pick an anchor. 2, practice. If you don't practice being mindful and becoming unconsciously competent, then when things get stressful, you won't put into practice the process that you've learned. Practice it every day. You don't have to sit in the corner in the lotus position for 2 or 3 hours in an orange robe chanting chants, right? Find 5 minutes at different times of the day, upon arrival at work, 5 minutes before lunch, 10 minutes during lunch, 5 minutes in between meetings, right? Every day, find those little moments where you can practice your mindfulness. And thirdly, don't focus on the outcome or the answer, or to respond. Don't be attached to those outcomes. Focus on the process of being present and analysing the information. By being present and analysing the information, you will make the right decision. It will unravel in front of you. Remember, our ego and our attachment to an outcome is often what creates our stress and anxiety. So let go, trust the journey, reduce your stress levels, and make better decisions, which will result in you finding more enjoyment and more profit running your business. Thanks again to the boys Russell and Shannon at Shark Eyes. If you are a surfer or you're into water activities, go and check out the boys at the Shark Eyes website, book into one of their programs, and it'll make a huge difference to you in those activities, but in life in general. I'm also excited to let you know that I'm back running my stress-free strategy retreat in Bali in March 2024. For more info, go to the Bali Business Retreats website. Check out what's in store. Love to have you along. Cheers. That's it for me today. I look forward to you joining me next week for another episode of Tube Time Tuesday. Happy days.
Soundstripe.